Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creator Metaphysical Store. I'm recording this video because of my discoveries and I wanted to record my hypotheses and because more than likely, because of what I've discovered, I most likely may not live. Um, because a lot of people, I will say this much: I say may not live, I just don't know if I will or not because of the profound knowledge that I have, and I might not be able to get it created in this lifetime. So that's why I'm kind of keep putting it out here so that maybe someone can finish my work if I was to something were to happen to me. So this is also to anyone who wants to try to um, assist me in my life's work. So first off, I wanted to talk about negative green and how you can use it through geometry, geometric shapes, sound, and crystals, right? Negative green, from what I've discovered in my research, is a powerful um, energy that can penetrate everything, and it can even penetrate the core of this earth, right? And I discovered that it's a carrier wave. So I think if you combine it with certain energies, you can create powerful healing. With that being said, hello, Radha. We're talking about negative green. I'm doing good. I just had a major breakthrough and I really wanted to record my thoughts. Honestly, I don't know in this lifetime if I'm going to be able to prove this, but if someone who has the funds and the ability to prove my hypotheses incorrect or correctly and maybe help me out here, um, I'm just trying to leave my information, and if I end up being able to create these devices, I'll she'll be able to look back and be like, wow, look how far I've come. Or if someone wants to continue my life's work. Yes, you can ask a question as long as it's related to the video. As long as it's related to geometry, sounds, or negative green in general. So, like I was saying, negative green is a powerful carrier wave, and in fact, in Egyptian times and Atlantean times, they used to use the positive and negative aspects of negative green, right? It's very the Ankh. If you the loop is the positive, the top part, and the bottom where the base of the Ankh was the negative green, and they used it for powerful initiations and activations. And I really didn't realize what exactly I was creating with my home design until now. Like everything's kind of just coming together. And I mentioned in a previous video that I wanted a dome shaped roof over my house, right? And that I wanted it to be kind of pyramidic in nature. Related to my question last time, but maybe next time. Uh, yeah, I will be on a little bit later to do readings. This is just a video about negative green and sound and geometry. So just if you stick around, and then I'm gonna go live stream after this to go to do readings and stuff. But I just wanted to record this information because I feel like it's a big major breakthrough. It'll be a few minutes after this video. I'm gonna be doing this one and then right after. So yeah. So I found out that negative green is a powerful carrier wave that can penetrate anything, right? So that got me thinking. Well, if it can penetrate anything, any matter, any energy, right? And then I was thinking about how the emerald tablet, it just got me thinking. Negative green, what if the emerald tablet is a high crystallized form of the energy of negative green, right? In a positive way. Then I discovered, thanks to the help of the Gaia channel, I'm not a sponsor of Gaia channel, but man, they got some powerful information in the Gaia channel for real. So I've been watching this guy, and then he talks about negative green, and it's under the series Sacred Geometry. Go figure, right? Then he mentioned that negative green and can penetrate anything, which I've already kind of knew. What was very interesting is that I was trying to just figure out how to make high concentrations of negative green, and then also determine how to utilize it to create positive and negative effects. Well, found out thanks to this guy on the Gaia channel that hemispheres and pyramids produce that high concentration of energy. Who would have thought, right? Then it got me thinking, and I realized, wait a minute. Like, I was like, wait a minute. We create these organite pyramids, but what if we use them in that way of negative green, right? What if we used it to create powerful healing devices, right? So I was thinking about what if we had the incorporation of sound therapy, right? Singing bowls or cymotherapy, and then had these it just kind of popped into my head. And it's like these crystal hemispheres, right? And I was thinking, what if I got the the clear quartz, right? And because I call them the universal stones, but they're really powerful in their own right, or whatever stone they need. So, say for example, they're needing some mental clarity or something, right? On a deep, intense level. Well, amethyst and clear quartz could do that. What if you put two amethyst hemispheres together on the sides of your temples, or two clear quartz hemispheres on the sides of your temple, right? Like right here with the little band, right? And then if you use the singing bowls to activate and transmit that energy, and it's going to create a powerful negative green energy that's going to really bring about that concentration and that focus, right? Or that clarity. So it's like, with this information, I guess you would call it alien technology, but it's not. It's just profound healing devices that I'm thinking of. And I just realized that the reason why I knew about all these technologies, but yet now I didn't understand what exactly was the reason for them to program me. The extraterrestrials and the Buddhas and all that were like programming me with this information. And I think I now understand that I was supposed to figure out how to use negative green in such a way that's going to create powerful healing devices on the planet. There is another symbol that I'm gonna quickly grab my piece of paper that's behind the camera, the computer, really quick, and I wanted to show you a specific symbol. It's not really a piece of paper, but okay. So I'm gonna take this a little bit, adjusting it a little bit. So wait, it's reversed. It's inverted G, but it's a 7 spiral, right? So starting from here, creating 7 inward spirals, supposedly it creates a powerful healing energy. And then I was thinking, what if, just what if we use that combination in spiral stone circles with a dome, like a dome over it, right? what if we did something similar like that to create energetic power sources or power ley lines, so to speak, to really activate the planet and to bring about powerful healing? And I just was like, man, if that were to happen, big major spiritual awakening, big major activations and people's energy. So I'm gonna now from what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be learning uh from I'm gonna be buying this pendant that I'm going to purchase next month. And it's got this special pendant that's got all of this biogeometric symbols. And I'm going to buy a book. I'm going to try to see if there's a book I can find by this particular scientist about biogeometric shapes and how to utilize those biogeometric shapes in order to create powerful healing. And I'm going to use the if I can get a book that is comprised. Hi, Luana. I'm just about ready to finish up with this video, so I'm gonna be doing some readings in a few minutes. But I just was saying, like, what if I combined that spiral with biogeometric shapes, and then using like what if I combined that, and then with the spaces in between the spiral, each spiral pattern, but like what I was saying was like in between each of the spaces, I write a biogeometric pattern, right? And then maybe add some crystals and so on and so forth, like crystals. And maybe if I use that, then put a dome over it to create a powerful high concentration of the negative green energy so that it can penetrate. See, the hemispheres and the pyramids, like I said, create high concentrations of negative green energy. So, what if we utilize that knowledge so that way we can create powerful healing for the planet? And I was thinking, what if we did that with like crystals and we did outside crystal goods where we used the 7 spiral, and then, or like plant trees in a spiral and then put like on engraven each of the tree, like the trunks, a specific biogeometric symbol that's beneficial, right? And then what if we added crystals and then a dome over that with windows, so that way from time to time we can open the windows to say for example to neutral, because the pyramid in the hemispheres are high concentrations, but if it's disrupted we can neutralize it, so that way so for example, if we were to create the domes with windows, so that way we can open them up like this, so that way when we need to neutralize the energy and reset the energy we can. And I was just thinking about, like, man, this is probably why I was born. Because I know I can create and mix things together, together in a way that makes it super powerful. So I was thinking about how that's so much similar to what I do with my manifestation jars. I prefer to call them spell jars. So I'm gonna try combining the two into together, and I'm really interested. I'm very excited about that, and I really believe that a lot of people need to know about this, about the information about negative green, how it can penetrate all and everything. Negative, I'm going to write this again, and I'm going to put specific phrases in the chat. I want people to know that negative green energy is a carrier wave that penetrates everything. So if we combine it with biogeometric shapes and sound, and maybe utilize either crystals or plant, even both, to create powerful healing devices slash vortexes. So, oh, it went over my feet. Healing devices or slash vortex. So what if we used therapy and negative green energy and utilize the shapes of hemispheres and pyramids, which create high concentrations of energy of negative green energy. To create powerful healing chambers. Okay, so now that I've got that out of the way, so my thing is about what it's like all coming together. The thing about it is, with this knowledge, with combining simotherapy, right? With combining simotherapy with negative green, right? Which simotherapy is using sound to create healing, right? Powerful healing. Well, what if we use simotherapy and negative green to penetrate even the most tiniest of molecules in our DNA? So, like, for example, there could be diseases, right, that are so tall we can't use a tool for it. Well, we could use sound and which is simotherapy and negative green to penetrate and be like, bam, got you. Now, heal, kind of, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? And then what if we had like beds where we lay on and think of it like a slate with all these half spheres, which are hemispheres, right? And what if we laid like how do I put it? I want to show you guys. I got something I want to. Here, I got it. So, ouch, ouch. So, what if, and I know this is just an example, don't mind this, this is what I use for chocolate actually. So, what if, for example, we had a bed, right, that was made in, like, say, this dimensional shape of a rectangle? And what if we had instead of these flower patterns, hemispheres, right? And then we filled from the bottom, we could say, for example, fill it with water or some sort of liquid that can kind of form, and we would like think of it like there's being it's a rectangle, like a rectangle, it's got a rectangle, but at the top we have embedded in the rectangle these hemispheres of crystals, and inside the rectangle is just water or some sort of gelatin, and then the chamber itself has all these uh, pyramids pointing directly at you, like inward and outward, or maybe like have the building to be a pyramid shape or a dome, right? And then utilizing simotherapy sound with this the knowledge of the negative green to create powerful healing. And I mean, I would love your thoughts on this, guys. I mean, I think I've gone through like a breakthrough. I know people haven't bothered. I don't know if people have bothered to combine the two and then utilizing crystals and biogeometry. So what if we like engraved plants? Like, say for example, we have trees, right? We could plant it in a spiral, a 7 spiral, right? Then in each of the barks, we can engrave in the bark these biogeometric symbols. Biogeometric symbols with the use of simotherapy and engrave some on crystals and trees with the use of simotherapy and utilize negative green energy and the hemispheres and pyramids. So energy biogeometric symbols on crystals and trees with the use of simotherapy and utilize negative green energy and the to create powerful concentrations of negative green. So, like, as we know, negative green is able to penetrate everything, right? So what if we utilize that information as in the hemispheres and the pyramids create high concentrations of it, right? And so what if we utilize that knowledge of this hemisphere and the pyramid with the negative green and utilize it to create powerful healing relics or powerful healing tools? For example, the Organite pyramid, we're just throwing random shit in there, right? But what if we utilized tools that can conduct that negative grain, vice versa? So I was thinking, it's like, wait a minute, like how, like it got me thinking, right? So I'm thinking that I want to try to utilize the. I'm gonna try to figure this out, but I'm thinking if I do an organite pyramid and then use the like fill it layer by layer, right? So I'm thinking that maybe I can create a powerful healing tool out of like using the organite pyramid method, but only utilizing um the negative green geometric shapes with, say, the Merkaba or something, and maybe using some copper filings or something to kind of create this powerful organic pyramid for healing and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about my research. I have a funny feeling though that this is like dangerous information too, because just as much as we could combine psalmotherapy with the use of negative green energy, right? And using the hemispheres and the pyramids. With that being said, if we, for example, misuse that information, we could create negative effects with it, because it could be just as used for evil, negative as well as positive, right? Uses. Um, so I was thinking about how maybe if we incorporated crystals or plants to bring about that healing effect and biogeometry on top of it to ensure it does a healing effect. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to be doing a little bit of research into biogeometric symbols. And once that comes into play, I'm going to be actually, this is a prototype. I'm going to show you guys, this is a prototype of what I want to create. So what I was going off of is the 7 spiral inward. This is a very powerful energetic symbol, and I have to look back in my notes on why, but it's for very powerful healing. So I was thinking, is what if in between each of the lines I write biogeometric symbols? So it's going with the flow, it's going with the motion, with the flow. Then put a crystal right here, and then right here. And then what if I added pyramids on each one of these? So I was thinking maybe I can create a powerful healing module, healing energy that I can create for people. So it's not finished, it's nowhere near finished, but this is like a breakthrough for me, because if I can utilize biogeometry with the crystals out of hemispheres and pyramids, right? What if I combined the crystals and the hemispheres and pyramids with the biogeometry? And what if I used the Grigori Grabovoi codes? Those quantum codes, right? Well, what is the quantum code for money? So maybe if I put the quantum code for money to attract money or something like that, I'm just thinking it's like, wow, it's like power, like there's so many opportunities with this combination of psalmotherapy, biogeometric symbols with the power of negative grain, and then with our intentions behind it. So we can create so much with this. So manifestation, it's like mind blown here. And I have this feeling that maybe I tapped into something that I'm kind of also scared in a way. It's like an energy process coming together from two sides, actually all sides, to get the problem to be used for healing. What you're saying is amazing and powerful. You should test it out, but be careful. Yeah, I'm really kind of scared, because I also got to think about the watchers and the people who made this reality, right? They may be like looking at me like, "Oh my God, he figured out a secret," and now we have to either decide. Like, I know there are powerful beings that manage, right? They manage this universe. So I tapped into some pretty powerful stuff. And with this combination, most likely they might try energy. I'm saying this because it is a damn possibility. I cracked the code, right? And like I cracked the code, and then with this combination, we could create power, like powerful healing modalities and stuff, right? With just combining the psalmotherapy and having crystals made of hemispheres and pyramids or buildings made of that, right? And then putting crystals and stuff. It's just like there's so much, so much. How do I put it? It's like there's so many possibilities with this. It, uh, I don't know where to start. So I'm feeling this is definitely what I'm feeling. With this information, it could definitely activate and heal us and planet Earth. And even though that, yes, it could heal, man, it could devastate. Seeing as negative green can penetrate everything, it's kind of like in Egyptian, not Egyptian, Greek mythology. You know how Hermes could go anywhere, even the underworld, where some people couldn't go. Well, you got to think about that too. Maybe they were talking about Hermes, Thoth, Jehuti, which was the the dweller, taught Jehuti, also known as Thoth, how to utilize this knowledge to create powerful healing. And it's like mind blown because I just think with this information, we can create powerful energy, powerful healing. So I'm actually going to be, I don't know if this is my new staff that I'm making, and I'm actually, once I sand it out and all that, I'm most likely going to carve the Ankh and other biogeometric symbols and probably some Grigori Grabovoi codes. And I'm probably going to wire wrap very thickly all the way down in copper and probably use the top. It's just like, wow. It's like information that I've, I feel like I might have tapped into something I probably wasn't supposed to tap into because it's like mind blown, for real, mind blown. And I don't know what to say. I'm gonna test this out, guys. I'm gonna really test this out. It's good. This could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Yes, I truly believe that. Because if like for me, I've tried manifestation, everything you can think of manifesting, breath work, blah blah, right? None of it really worked. I'm sorry. It didn't work for me. And yeah, sure, it works for those people. But I think I've gone through a really powerful breakthrough. See, the thing about me is I'm not looking to do the hard work. And I am a hard worker, but I always try to find an easier way of doing that which I seek. Because if I could find an easier way to instantly do that, which I had to it's for me, basically, I'm doing the hard work so that way when you come on the same path that I'm on, or you're from a different path interconnecting with mine, I can be like, here's this information, use this well to instantly manifest. I know there's a way to instantly manifest. So if negative green can be used to penetrate everything, right? What if it could be used to penetrate a particular energy that you don't want or is no longer serving you, and then heal it, change it, because energy never dies or is destroyed or created, it changes form. So what if you can use that negative grain to penetrate that energy that no longer is serving you, and then utilize it to change that energy, right? Right? Yeah, this is powerful stuff. Ah, I swear to God, there are flies. I know I was just eating food, but it's like, ugh. It's absolutely frustrating. But hello, Rod, hello. But I'm kind of nervous. This thing is powerful. Like if I put this together just right, I might end up creating a vortex that could rift into the universe. We are live right now, and we will be live later. Okay, So like, what if this energy could be so damn powerful that it can break and defy the fabrics of this reality, right? I mean, just say it because I'm a little scared, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna really try it, and I'm gonna see. I'm really excited. Ooh, brain, like fantastic idea. I'm gonna look into finding molds that are just plain hemispheres, right? And then I could write on the bottoms of the hemispheres, like I would use like something like a silicon mold and make hemispheres or pyramid shaped chocolate. Then write in etched into the bottom or the base of the chocolate a biogeometric symbol. Wouldn't that be awesome? And then we can like take that, like that biogeometric energy after it's charged, right? And eat it, and then we're being charged with, oh my god, there's so much information. Oh my god, there's so many possibilities with this. So many possibilities with this information. 9 times out of 10, I would love you guys to share this particular video because I think I have gone through a breakthrough with the fabrics of time space, with the fabrics of our reality. What if we use negative grain to penetrate this reality in all directions in order to create the life that we want? I get it. Like this information, yes, it could be used for evil, right? Yeah, it could. Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of people who want to use this information for good. So I don't believe that we will use this to harm people, but to help ourselves, better ourselves so we can help other people. Because that's what I see about people. There are people like me who got nothing, but they want to help people so badly. But in order to do it, they need to help themselves. So I'm thinking this might be the key. It's the key. I have this feeling though. I just can't shake this feeling. I'm gonna do a meditation and see if I can work with the people who manage this reality and see if they can allow me to see if this will work for humanity. And if it can, if we utilize this correctly, I think it would help us with our consciousness growth and the expansion evolution of our species so much. I think it would help us. But I need to make sure that the Galactic Confederation of Light and the Galactic Council on Sirius A and Sirius B, because I mean, I don't want this to fall in the wrong hands. I don't want it to fall for like to be used to create disorder and out of balance. So I have to make sure this is like okay with them because I don't, you know, me personally, I don't want to use this for harm, and I'm sure a lot of you people don't want to do that either. Um, but definitely share this video because I think I got through a big breakthrough. I really do. I really, really, really do. What if like we created so much of this positive energy, this healing energy, that it allows us to awaken. Ooh, sorry, there's just so much stuff we could use this for. There's so much stuff we could use this for. If we combine somnotherapy, biogeometric shapes with crystals or plants and engrave the crystals and the crystals, only thing with crystals, you can probably shape them into just about any shape. So I'm saying crystals because what if we created hemispheres or pyramids and engraved those symbols of biogeometric symbols on it, right? What if we did that and and then use plants because plants are like the antenna, right? So what if we planted trees and engraved the trees, like actually engrave them so they have the biogeometric symbols, right? So I'm gonna try to see if there's a book I can find, and I'll mention that in my next live stream. I'm gonna head off this live stream and see if I can quickly find a book that will help with this, and then see if maybe get the book, and see and try to. I may not have money, but you guys can try this information. Try to work. Thing about it is with sound therapy, it's just using sound, right? So if you have some singing bowls, now this is not a singing bowl, though it has a pretty awesome sound. Say if you had a singing bowl and you have these crystal pyramids, right? Which I've used pyramids. I have used pyramids and put them in the four corners, and I've noticed a peculiar but powerful healing effect. So I'd recommend using numbers as well, as the number 13 creates a powerful magical energy, and same with the number 7. What if you combine the number 7 and created a circle of 7 in a semi circle around you, like a half a circle, right? What if you did that and had yourself sitting in the circle? Then by utilizing the crystals in the singing bowl, like definitely see you're giving them a specific symbol for their instruction of use. Yes. So basically, what I'm hoping and with my research and discovery, I'm going to actually, when I find, I am very particular about what I purchase. So I'm gonna, it's probably gonna be a few, probably a minute or two, but if I can find a book, there's a particular scientist who in the Gaia channel, they talk about this guy who discovered and utilized biogeometry. So I'm going to see if I can find his name and look up to see if he created a book for biogeometric symbols. Actually, let me see. Let's see. The founder, let's look up the founder of biogeometric symbols. It's Dr. Ibram Kahim. Yeah, they mentioned this guy. Dr. I-B R-H-A R-H I mean R-A-H-I-M Kareem. Biogeometric shape and use. Right? So what if I used copy and books on biogeometry? So let's see. Oh, here's a good one. I know they mentioned this one in the Gaia channel, and I think the book is covered. It's called Biogeometric Signatures, Harmonizing the Body's Subtle Energy in Exchange with the Environment. So this is a good one. This one I want to put up here. Biogeometry signatures by Dr. I would because I'm going from straight the author. So this is what the book looks like. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but biogeometric biogeometry signatures, harmonizing the body's subtle energies exchange with the environment. So what if we like? I mean, there's so much power and so much information and power in this. So I'm kind of like, wow. Let's see. Dr. Ibrahim, biogeometry. Okay. Yeah. Like, what if we utilize this? Yeah, I want to view this symbolize. View. It's only those can do the impossible. Yeah, see, for real. I'm trying to see if this website. I'm trying to see if this particular website might have some symbols. So let me see if they have any symbols here. Now, I will say this much. In the Gaia channel video, where it's a series called Sacred Geometry, they gave, like, this guy gave evidence, and he is the founder of Vesica.org. Okay, go to this website. It's named after the Vesica Pisces. He has a bunch of resources on his website, Vesica.org. And I believe he mentioned that he has some information on biogeometry there. He even sells, like, if you go to the product page or type in the search bar of, like, his website, geometry, right? There's a way where you can go on his website. I think it's under products, where you can click a link to go to an actual page on the website that sells biogeometric items. So I lost my train of thought. Yeah, biogeometric items, and I want to get this pendant one that they have, and it's out of stock. So I'm like, no, So I'm gonna get that one and see, but I don't think it has anything. I don't see any. Nope, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. But okay. Wait, biogeometry. Let's see. Biogeometry is the patented science of using the energy principles of shape to qualitatively balance biological energy systems and harmonize their interactions with the environment. Balancing the activities of daily life, achieving harmony with our inner and outer environments, humanizing modern technology, and integrating science and spirituality is the work of the science of biogeometry. Just 2 decades ago, everyone was afraid the end of life on Earth would come as a result of the Third World War. Let's see. Let me skip to the important information. Let's see. No symbols. I want to see something. What if I just look up? Oh, here's a good thing to look into. Physical grade ES. There you go. That is a good thing to look into. Let me see if I look up just geometric shapes. What if what? Interesting. They might they do. Let me see if they have this on the Gaia channel. I think I might be able to, like, do a little bit of research. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. There's so much information downloading into my head. I'm like, well, mind blown here. There's so much you could do with this stuff. Let me see if They have a series for biogeometry. They do. They have biogeometry, creating the new golden age, and then hold on. No, I want. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Biogeometry Part 1. They do. They do have awesome. And it's by. Yes. Oh my God, guys. I am totally going to be watching this new series. Awesome. On the Geyer channel. If you guys watch the Geyer channel, you have a major breakthrough here. Anyway, so I'll it down a bit. I'm going to close this live stream off and I'm going to go back on live in a few minutes to do readings. So much love, guys.